Hey, you! Yes, you? Yeah, I'm talking to you. Are you going on a holiday? But you seem bothered. Are you having troubles? What kind of trouble?
Right, moving on to frustrations. First, it's actually difficulty in planning the trips in terms of location and the places that I'm interested in. Second, it's actually a difficulty in planning the budget. Why? Because going to places like Japan and Malaysia can matter a lot in terms of the forex exchange. So over exchanging these currencies can increase my expenditure. Thirdly, it's actually accommodation decision. Why? There are times when I want to stay in capsule hotel, and there are also times when I want to stay in a 5-star hotel. Fourth is actually language barrier. And I'm glad that you are here and you understand me, and I definitely understand you. But in some countries, not a single person can understand me. Lastly, it's actually accidents. Accidents can happen anytime, anywhere. And insurance claim is the hardest to achieve. So therefore, I need this, and it is very important. So can you help me?
Don't worry, my friend. I've got the thing just for you. So these are the product features. My first product feature, a virtual reality to aid planning. So you can see everything live. Here, try on some VR glasses. Whoa! That's not enough. Here's the next feature, an automated hotel selection. But before that, I need to see your itinerary.
Sure. Here you go.
And your budget?
The budget is this.
Okay, that's all I need. And without further ado, here are the keys.
Wow, that is so fast!
So, thirdly, we have your automated expense breakdown. I'm pretty sure you're pretty troubled about this, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we know your hotel preferences, we know your places to visit, and your budget. So let me get my calculator. And now we know your expenses.
Wow, this is so efficient!
Fourth, I know you mentioned that you're having trouble talking to foreigners, right?
Yes.
So introducing to you real-time translation. So imagine this. Let's say you can only speak Chinese, and I will speak English. So let's try this out.
你好吗？
Hi, are you okay?
I'm good. Is this app good?
我很好，你喜欢用这个 app 吗？
Wow, fantastic!
So lastly, I'm sure you're afraid of the accidents, right?
Definitely.
So I got the thing just for you. We have the 24/7 emergency and insurance hotline. So if you don't believe me, how about you give it a shot?
Right? Sure. Hello?
Hi, how may I help you?
Oh no! Nothing. Bye-bye. Wow, these features are fantastic. How much are they?
Nice. I'll get back to you after consulting with my partner.
Yo,
Yo, hey Joe, what's up, man?
Yeah.
So someone actually wants to buy a product, but how much are we going to charge him?
That's a very interesting question. Give me 2 days, I'll handle it.
Nice. Okay.
So pricing is by far one of the most important aspects of marketing. If we charge too high for price, none of our consumers will be willing to pay for our product. At the same time, if we charge too low of a price, then we'll soon find ourselves out of business. It is relatively simple to collect cost information. All we need is to have a proper accounting system in place. However, it is much more difficult to determine the optimal price our consumers are willing to pay, considering the fact that there are other different variables to consider, such as our proposed feature, our competitor's feature, as well as our competitor's price. So to understand the relationship between these different variables, we'll go ahead to construct a regression analysis. And in order for our regression analysis to be effective in demonstrating the relationship, we need to ensure that our sampling process is rock solid. Because at the end of the day, garbage in, garbage out. So one of the ways that we can ensure our sampling process is good is by collecting a large enough sample size such that we will be able to invoke central limit theorem. This will allow us to use a lot of statistical tool to infer properties of the population. Furthermore, our samples have to be collected from the same population each time we go about sampling, and that these samples have to be independent of each other. So to fulfill the RID criteria, what we'll go about doing is that we'll go to different heartland areas such as Tampines and Jurong to collect our samples. We'll station ourselves outside of the MRT station, and we'll approach the fourth person whom we see walking out of the station. Subsequent selections will be done on a multiple of 4 basis. So we will select We'll approach the 8%, followed by the 12%, followed by the 16% in order to minimize biases.
How much should we charge for the ad? One way is to charge the prevailing price that our competitors are offering, but that could mean that we are losing out on potential revenue by not doing so. Alternatively, we could do as Jonathan has mentioned and use regression to help us find the optimal price we could charge vis-a-vis our competitors. To find out how much price we should charge, let me first explain our variables. Firstly, is our rating. We want to know how much impact the perceived quality of our application would have on our price. Secondly, is competitors' price. We want to know how much a dollar change in competitors' price would impact the pricing of our application. Lastly, is competitors' rating. We want to know how much impact the perceived quality of competitors' application would have on our price. The results of our regression is as follows. Firstly, the coefficient of our competitors' price is 0.5710 with a p-value of 2.964 and is significant at 1% confidence interval. This means that the more expensive our competitor's price, the more we can charge by 0.5710, everything else being equal. Next, the coefficient of our competitors is negative 0.6083 with a p-value of negative 4.729 and is significant at 0.1% confidence interval. The implication is that the better the competitor product, the more likely we'll have to lower our price by 0.6082 for every additional competitor rating, everything else being equal. Lastly, the coefficient of our rating is 0.4305 with a p-value of 3.082 and is significant at 1% confidence interval. The implication is that for every additional rating, we are able to charge $0.4032 more for our product, everything else being equal. Our adjusted R-squared is 0.5447, which means our model is able to explain 54% of the total variations. But in terms of absolute error, it is only 0.308, which we feel is acceptable given the sample size we have.
Having said all that, in attempting to meet our travelers' frustrations, we propose an all-in-one application with specific features to help meet those expectations. To ensure that our solution proposed is effective, we conducted surveys on our population, drawing samples from the same distribution while assuming that the population is normally distributed. We plan to determine our price through these independent variables: our competitors' pricing, our competitors' ratings, and finally our own ratings. So this is the regression model that we end up with derived through these variables, and we came up with the price that travelers are willing to pay for such an application through this model, which in this case averaged out to about $1.56. So, are you interested in this application?
Of course, let's take my money.
With that, we conclude our presentation. We hope that we met your expectations.
Then thank you and enjoy your future travel.